Hey everyone, my name is Connor Worley, and this is speech one for Com 181. And in this speech, we were asked to pick two things about ourselves to kind of introduce us to the rest of the class. And I decided to pick two things that I'm really passionate about. And these things have helped me through some tough times in my life, and they have molded me into the person you see today. And those two things are my love of sports, and my love of the outdoors. And you might be confused right now as to how those two things could have such a big impact on someone's life, but if you bear with me, I'll explain to you why. And for sports, you have to go back to 1997. A little 4-year-old Connor was running around a soccer field for the first time. And I didn't know it then, but the next 14 years of my life would be defined by sports. Be going to practices, games, traveling somewhere, tryouts. There was really not a whole lot of time during my year that I wasn't on some team or trying out for a team or something. So it's fair to say they were always there. I was always meeting new people, and that was big. That was one reason why sports are so important, is because I've made some of the best friends and the best bonds with people being on teams. You know, especially when you're younger, when you're with somebody for the first time and you're teammates with them, and you're working hard together, and you're going through hard practices, and you're working towards the same goal, and you lose together and you win together. That's a bond that's created that's hard to find. It's hard to emulate anywhere else. And the two roommates I live with right now, I ran cross country with in high school, so it still has a lasting impact today. Some of the friends I've made over the years I never would have made the school, and they were just on teams I was on. And that was big for me because I could be shy sometimes. I wasn't always the most outgoing person growing up in school, and sports made it a lot easier for me to make friends. And sports are also like a distraction. If I'm going through a rough time or I'm in a rough patch, at least for a few hours, I can become Connor the sports fan instead of someone who's going through a rough time. And while I'm not in any teams now, that right there is still something that happens for me today. You know, I still go through problems just like anyone else, and sports are one of the best things for me to cope with rough times. But for the outdoors, that really started when I was 8 or 9 years old. My parents got divorced. And I was born in Lexington, grew up there up until that point. So my dad moved to Nicholasville. I'd never really been around a smaller town before. And I remember it was a cloudless night, and the stars outside were just insanely awesome. There was no moon out. I saw some shooting stars, and I remember just being blown away and inspired to see what else is out there that could make me feel the same way. You know, it's hard to describe the feeling you get when you see a shooting star for me, or when I'm at the gorge on Natural Bridge, or I'm hiking in West Virginia or Tennessee or something like that. It's just some of the views and being out there in nature really puts things into perspective for me. It makes me feel small, but they also inspire me to be anything but small in my life. They make me want to do big things in my life, have an impact for people, or do something with my life that's important. And that's big for me because I'm always looking for motivation anywhere I can get it. And anytime in nature or outdoors, it's hard not to feel inspired, at least for me. But those were two things I wanted to share with you all about myself, and they're pretty deep level things for me. Most of my friends know those two things about me. I consider them a good friend, so I just wanted to share some things I'm passionate about. So thanks.